Okay, good. There's a lot of people. You're in the right place. Let's try dogs. Do you have any dog lovers out here? Oh, wow. A lot of dog lovers. They are a very popular one. Now we're at SeaWorld. Who loves dolphins? Yes, good. A lot of you have seen the baby dolphins. They're really cute. Go check them out. Now, what about a fuzzy little kitten? Any cat lovers? I love cats. I'll raise my hand for cats. They're pretty perfect. Now, what about snakes? Wow, there's a lot more snake lovers out here than I thought there would be. Maybe not everyone out here. Well, how about vultures? Any vulture fans? Okay, a few hands went up. And of course, sure, a fuzzy kitten or puppy is lovable. But who here would want to hug a snake? I think our friend right here wants to hug a snake. Well, today we're actually going to meet some unexpected animals. And we're also going to go behind the scenes to learn more about SeaWorld's animal care. Now, if you're like me, when you think about SeaWorld, you probably think about marine animals like dolphins and sharks, and it is true, SeaWorld does some amazing work when it comes to helping marine wildlife in need. Our animal care team is on call 24/7, 365. Whether it's a stranded dolphin, a manatee in distress, or even a sea turtle release, SeaWorld is there. And believe it or not, at our park in Abu Dhabi, we even have a dedicated rescue program for sea snakes. Isn't that so cool? And of course, we're also researching ways to protect coral and seagrass too. But there's so much more to SeaWorld's rescue efforts than just the animals of our one ocean. For example, the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens Conservation Fund helps southern ground hornbills in Africa, kind-top tamarins in Colombia, and protecting habitats in Cambodia. Today, we're going to shine a light on some of these lesser known but vital efforts and on many of the species of animals within our care. But don't take my word for it. Everyone, please welcome my co-host, Emily.
Hey, everyone. Hi. Hey, Chris. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Have you brought some cool animals today?
We have so many cool animals here today. Are you ready to meet them? Amazing. Our first animal ambassador, he's making his way out here now. He loves to make an entrance, as you do, Chris, right? Here he is now. That's Ozzy. Everyone say hi, Ozzy. Ozzy is a Virginia opossum, the only marsupial actually native to North America.
Well, hi there, Ozzy. Wow, he is so cute, but also kind of like a weird and chunky way. Well, Emily, what exactly is a marsupial?
Yes, the marsupial just means that they carry and nurse their young in a pouch, kind of like a kangaroo or a koala.
Also, I can kind of see it as he's coming up. He's got a really interesting looking tail. What exactly is that thing? Oh, Gary, can we get a shot of that tail off the camera? Everyone, please give it up for our cameraman, Gary.
Yes, very good observation. So that is what we call a free-hidden style tail. Super long, super helpful to these little guys, especially as they're climbing trees, right? It helps them keep their balance, hang onto branches, that sort of thing.
So do they hang by their tail at all?
Okay, so when they're babies, yes, but not once they're grown. Also, side note, Ozzy might look slow and a little chunky, like you said, but they can actually be pretty speedy. These animals can reach speeds of 4 miles per hour when they feel threatened.
Okay, well, I think Ozzy might be a little faster than me. And I have the question of the day. I think our friends might want to know, do opossums actually play dead, or is that kind of like an urban legend?
Okay, good question. That is actually completely true. So when opossums feel threatened, they'll involuntarily enter a state called thanatosis.
Wait, Thanos, like that Thanos?
No, not that Thanos, but good reference. I like it. Yeah. So thanatosis, it's a state of shock, right? So their eyes will roll back, their tongues will stick out, they'll go completely still, and they'll really seem dead. This can last for several minutes or even hours, really.
Are these little guys endangered at all?
No, opossums aren't endangered or threatened, but they're always at risk due to disease, habitat loss, all of that. But they're very helpful to us. Chris, have you heard of Lyme disease?
Yeah, isn't that the disease that's caused by infected ticks?
Yeah, it absolutely is, and it can be really dangerous. But these little guys help us out because Ozzy's favorite snack is actually
ticks.
Ticks, yeah. So they help keep the tick population under control, and in so doing, really help protect all of us from disease.
Well, Ozzy, eating ticks sounds kind of gross, but we appreciate the efforts, of course. What do you say, everyone? Let's give it up for Ozzy the opossum!
Hi, I'm Justin Zimmerman. I'm part of the SeaWorld Coral Rescue Team. I'm one of the biologists who works here at the SeaWorld Coral Rescue Center. We take care of around 900 gene bank and broodstock corals. The corals are very delicate animals, so they require a lot of water chemistry, a lot of husbandry. We do water testing daily. We even change the lights to create their natural seasonal changes. Corals are animals. They require feeding. They also get some energy from the sun, so we monitor their lights. Baby corals, when they're born here, are very small and very delicate. The eggs are very, very tiny. You actually have to have each biologist take care of each coral individually. So we make sure that the tiles stay clean, the baby coral grows. It takes about 1.5 years to grow a baby coral to just over 1 inch. The ultimate goal of this project is to replace the corals back in the ocean.
That's so neat. Thank you, Justin. All right, are you guys ready for our next animal ambassador? All right, Emily, who is next coming to the stage?
Well, our next animal ambassador is probably one of Florida's most famous residents. It's our American alligator, Bayou.
Wow, he is so cute and actually tiny, and he's gonna get a lot bigger and scarier.
Yeah, definitely bigger for sure. These alligators can grow 15 feet long, weighing up to 1,000 pounds. And while Bayou here is just a little over 1 year old, these alligators can live 50 years in the wild or up to 80 years in human care.
Okay, that is a really long time, but as a species, they have been around for a lot longer, correct?
That is a good point. Yeah, these alligators have been around for about 150 million years, give or take a year there in the middle, right? Yeah, they're what scientists call living fossils, which means that they were around before the dinosaurs went extinct.
What has made them such good survivors then?
Ooh, we'll take a look at his back there. Do you see like those bumpy ridges?
Yes.
Okay, so those are called osteoderms. They're bony plates under the skin that kind of act like a natural armor. Oh, also, their jaws can shut with enough force to crush bone.
Okay, well, I see why they're apex predators. Also, mentioning jaws, I see he's got a lot of little teeth. How many do they typically have?
About 80 at any given time, but they're always growing new ones. So an adult alligator can go through between 2,000 and 3,000 teeth in a lifetime.
Okay, so a lot of tooth fairy visits.
Yes, kind of joke.
And do these little guys have any help growing up?
Actually, yeah, unlike most reptiles, mama alligators will actually stay with their young for about 2 years. She'll build a nest. Oh, here's kind of a cool fact. The temperature of the nest determines whether the babies will mostly be male or female.
I'm sorry, the temperature? Emily, can you please explain for everyone?
Okay, so if the nest is on the cooler side, so under about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, will mostly be female. Okay. If it's on the warmer side, above 93 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll mostly be male.
Okay, so females are cool and males are hot-headed. Got it, that's pretty wild.
There you go. Oh, and here's something else. Back in 1967, these animals were actually on the verge of disappearing forever. They were added to the endangered species list due to overhunting and habitat loss.
That's unfortunate, but obviously they're still here, so what has changed?
Well, thanks to 20 years of strong conservation efforts, they were taken off the endangered species list in 1987. The same year, they became Florida's official state reptile.
That is fantastic to hear, and I also assume we're all learning to live alongside them by not feeding them and giving them space, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, with everyone's help, hopefully these little guys will be around for another 250 million years.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Colleen, and thank you to our friend Bayou for coming on by. Everybody say bye-you.
Bye-you.
We'll see you later, alligator. Now, while we wait for the arrival of our next animal ambassador, I'd love to give you all a behind-the-scenes look at SeaWorld's Animal Commissary. That's what we call the place where our experts prepare the food and diets for all of the animals within our care. Hey, Kai, can you link us over to the commissary, please?
Hey Chris, how's it going?
Going great, Nick. Just so you know, you're live here at Rescue Tales with a few hundred of my closest friends. Say hi.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was going to be on camera, otherwise I would have done my hair.
No worries, you look great. I just want to share some information about one of the coolest, busiest, and most important parts of the park.
Glad to help. What do you want to know?
You and the team have so many animals you have to take care of and feed every day. It must be a lot of hard work. How do you guys get it all done?
Yeah, it is a really big job. Every single animal here in the park, they have their own unique diet, and that diet is weighed out every single day to make sure they get the right amount of fish. We also want to make sure that we're giving them the best quality fish, so before it's ever fed to an animal, we check it 5 times a day. Oh, Chris, I'm really sorry. Florida Fish and Wildlife, they're calling me right now about an injured manatee. I gotta go.
No worries, Nick, that's important. We'll see you around the commissary. Well, I did say they were one of the busiest parts of the park. All right, we've got time for one more animal ambassador, Emily, who is our last guest joining us on stage today.
Our last animal ambassador is a little small, but very memorable. This is Pink, our lesser hedgehog tenrec.
Wow, you are not kidding. He is tiny, and he kind of looks like a hedgehog. He also kind of looks like a little mouse. What exactly is this little guy?
Good question. So tenrec, right? They belong to a larger animal family called Tenrecidae. There's about 30 species of tenrecs. They range in size from as small as peeing all the way up to the size of a house cat.
Wow, that is pretty tiny. And also, he kind of looks like a living pincushion. What are all these little spines on his back for?
Yeah, so the spines are definitely for defense. So when Pink feels threatened, he's actually going to curl up into a tiny little ball. There he is, showing off for the camera. Yeah. So he'll curl up into that ball, but if that doesn't work, he's actually going to uncurl, show his teeth, and then charge that little guy. He's going to charge.
Okay, so he's a tiny but tough little guy. He can get going.
Exactly.
Also, I did hear they hibernate like bears. Is that true?
Yeah, that actually is true. Some species of tenrecs absolutely do. When it gets cold, they'll enter a state of deep sleep called torpor. They'll lower their body temperature, which helps them conserve energy, kind of like little hibernation heroes.
That's very neat. So then, where do these guys live?
They actually live in Madagascar, which is an island off the coast of Africa. They're a really important part of the ecosystem there.
I'm sorry, did you say Madagascar?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool animals down there, I've heard.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, though, the forests of Madagascar are disappearing kind of quickly. About 1 to 2% are disappearing every single year, which does make it hard for animals like the tenrec to find homes. Oh,
that's unfortunate. Is there anything then that we could do to help these guys out in the wild at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are a little far away from Madagascar, but we can still help them out, right? So supporting forests, great place to start. You can also support your local wildlife parks, recycle, and just stay informed about animals like the tenrec. I mean, we've all met Pink now, so we're halfway there.
Well, those are some great tips, and now you guys know that this mighty little mini mammal is more than meets the eye. Well, thank you so much, Jackie, and thank you, Pink. Everyone, please say bye to Pink, our lesser hedgehog tenrec. Well, Rescue Tales reminds us that every creature, no matter how big or small, deserves love, compassion, and a second chance.
Yeah, and thanks to our Rescue Center efforts, we're proud to be able to offer that second chance. For over 60 years, SeaWorld has rescued over 42,000 animals with the goal of rehabilitation and returning them back to the wild.
This year alone, right here in SeaWorld Orlando, we've returned over 25 manatees and 45 sea turtles. Let's give it up for SeaWorld's rescue teams and veterinary staff.
And we're not done yet. With the support of friends like you, these stories of hope and healing will continue to unfold. And thanks to all of our animal ambassadors that we met today. That was fun.
Absolutely. And until next time, remember to cherish every tale. Within each one, there's a story worth saving. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone, and have a tale of a day at SeaWorld. Goodbye, everybody.